No, I'm Ellen. I got this, Blondie. Step aside. And then I have to go to IKEA to pick up my table. It comes in a little teeny tiny one.
Teeny tiny one.
Like a little baby goat. It's so cute. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
It's good to meet you.
Oh, God. I can't take it.
Oh. Hi.
It's been such a journey. You know, we've spoken. I'm trying not to cry because just have loved you my whole life, truly, and I've wanted to meet you so badly. My mother has come up with schemes to try to meet you.
Yes, tell me the
years
schemes.
ago. Well, I used to paint. I was an oil painter. And she would always say, you know, if you would just paint a portrait of Ellen and send it to her, I'm sure that she would have you as a guest on the show. I don't know why you don't just paint a portrait. And I never did, and I don't know why. I guess it was because I was meant to appear in a different capacity.
Exactly.
On the show.
You're supposed to get on Saturday Night Live first.
Sure.
Now, let's talk about, it's Ellen. Well, I feel the same about you. I feel excited to meet you. And and it's your very first talk show, too.
It's my very first time, but that's not even what makes this exciting. It's that it's like I've met Jesus. I mean, if you believe in that sort of thing, that's what I've arrived at the gates, and here you are.
Well, I hope I don't disappoint you. I hope this is good. That's a lot of pressure for me.
I know. I'm sorry. I put you on a pedestal. Okay.
So you, how long have you been on Saturday Night Live?
It's been just a year because I was hired at the end of last year for the last 5 episodes.
And had you auditioned before?
No, it was my first audition, and thank goodness it turned out okay because I used all of my material that I had ever come up with in this 5-minute audition. So had it not worked out, I would have been, you know,
you couldn't go back.
Done.
Did you do the audition in Lauren's office, or did he go see you someplace?
It's in the studio where they do the monologue, you know, on that big stage, which if you grew up watching the show, as I did, it's like another part of heaven. Here's one part, and then that's another part. So just being on that stage is so incredibly overwhelming, and then everything you've ever worked for comes down to this little chunk of time, and I'm shocked that I survived. I don't know how I'm sitting here.
It's a lot of, you do the impression of me, and was it something that you had done before, or did you develop it once you were on the show?
I spent years trying to, because everyone always said, you must do certainly you do an Ellen, and I could never do it, and then I thought, I have to.
They're looking at that.
Oh, yeah, there it is. But so one day in my apartment, I just thought, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get this, because I was actually there. I was there at the taping of Here and Now, your stand-up special.
All right. So you were.
I was there at the taping of that Here and Now, your stand-up special.
At the Beacon, right?
At the Beacon, and I've since memorized it. So I went back and I watched it, and I made notes on the way that you say all the different letters. And it's the way that you say R that really sunk in. Some people say R, but you say R.
R?
I mean, it's subtle, but that's the key.
That's the thing? That's it? And then you got it?
That's the thing. And then also that joke you did about seeing Nancy and like, oh, that's not Nancy. That's not Nancy.
Yeah.
So it's those few things. And then...
yeah, that I think you have for sure. I know. When I get excited. Yeah. But... But where did the I'm Ellen come from? I'm Ellen.
The people who wrote it, Chris Kelly and Sarah Schneider, these 2 brilliant writers who wrote all of the Ellen sketches. And the first time I did you, I was doing stand-up as you, and I just improvised at the end. That's my time, I'm Ellen. And that sounded, just seemed to capture your essence, so I just kept it. Even though you've never actually
I've never done that.
You've never
ever
said.
or done that. It's like you're,
Yeah, Mayo.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's really, really funny. I watch
so
it, and she did something that surprised me for my birthday. You made the most hilarious DVD that I watched and just laughed and cried and showed all of my friends.
When you called, I didn't pick up, and then I left you the worst voicemail that has ever been left.
Really?
For your birthday. Do you remember that?
No.
You must have blocked it out.
No. Why was it bad?
It was like, hello, Ellen, this is Kate McKinnon. I'm glad you liked the video. And again, you're my hero still. Nothing's changed. And I hope you have a good birthday. Thank you, and bye-bye. That was the whole.
No, because we had spoken before. I called you after you did the impression, and
Again,
I called you then.
Which I was weird then, too.
Were you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Again, you can't remember. Your brain isn't letting you. It's
All right.
protecting you.
Well, my brain has a tendency to do that. It does protect me. All right, so we're gonna, because you have to, I've never actually been in the same room as she's done me. So today, you've got to update. I don't dress like that too often anymore. That's kind of like the old Ellen.
Oh,
and
is it?
so, you know, sometimes I dress like that, but not all the time. So I'm going to give you an outfit, and you're going to come out later on. All right? They're Ellen socks, too. Yeah. All right. So you'll go put that on, and we'll see.
I will treasure this forever. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, see you later.
Gotta go get changed.
Okay. All right. It is time. Kate is ready. Please welcome back Kate McKinnon as me.
Stretch. Yep. All right. Oh. Well, what do we got here? Gonna do an interview.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we don't have time for an interview. It's all
Got
right.
some copies of my book.
Yeah.
It comes in a little teeny tiny one.
Teeny tiny book.
Like a little baby goat. It's so cute. That's so cute. Oh boy. All right.
All right then.
Good to be. Okay.
Oh, my glasses. You can catch Saturday Night Live every Saturday on NBC.
Oh gosh, we've had fun. All right, it's time to say goodbye now. Be kind to one another, please. Adios. Arrivederci. Avocados. I'm vegan. I'm just kidding. I'm Ellen.
Oh, you make me laugh so much.
Thank you, and you as well.
Yeah, no, really, you really make me, and you've become like really my favorite performer on that show right now. Everything you're doing, and that's saying a lot because I like a lot of the performance on there, and I think you do so many great characters now.
Thank you so much.
Really?
I thought I would be less nervous seeing you a second time. And I'm still just as excited and nervous.
Well, that makes me happy. Hey. Because when you were here before, you were as me. You were. Because you do a good impression of me on the show.
I try.
Yeah, you do. But really, that Justin Bieber thing was so hilarious because you had him down and just that turn of just being so serious and like looking at the camera. Had you done Justin? Had you done him before?
No, I didn't, and I was really nervous all week because I couldn't quite get it right. I couldn't figure out what, because I love Justin Bieber and I wanted to really do him justice. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I think I'm gonna screw this up. And she was like, just hap around like the babes. You know how to hop around. So she was right, it had to be physical, because that is what I find the most endearing and wonderful about him, is his just like those sincere faces of sweetness that he makes.
Has he gotten in touch with you to say he liked it?
He has not. He did, though. He came to me in a dream. He appeared in my dream, and I think if I remember correctly, he asked me to stop. So I haven't done it on the show again, and well, we'll see what happens.
Well, if something happens, if he does something, you're probably going to do him again.
Well, maybe, or I might say, guys, he came to me in a dream, and that means that I can't do it.
Yeah. No, I hope you can do it again, because and he should know. I mean, you know, he's asking for it. You know, you throw eggs at somebody's house, you know. And you're not being mean about him. You're actually
No, I love him. I think he's so talented.
Yeah, he is
just so
crazy
beautiful
talented.
to look at, and
he's easy on the eyes. He's
the beebs.
We just all want him to you know, take care of himself and come back to the good guy that we know he is. That's what he needs to do.
Absolutely.
Did you always do impressions? Like when you were young, you always were good at impressions?
I did. Well, my whole family was. My parents used to go around quoting SNL. They would say, like, "Oh no," or Mr. Bill, or
my brother was Mr. Hands.
Okay.
He really was.
Yeah.
On Saturday Night Live, yes, he really was. Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He was Mr. Hands. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, I need to hear more about
Yeah.
what that's about. I thought that they were just things that they had made up.
Right, because you hadn't seen the show.
Yeah,
You were
I
too
just
young.
thought, oh, my parents are being so strange right now. Why are they saying these things? So I said them for years, not knowing where they came from, and then finally I saw the show.
Yeah. And I heard you did, because Portia is Australian, but she doesn't sound like she's from Australia. But
No, she doesn't.
They definitely, Australians have a specific type personality, right?
Yes, it's always very relaxed. I went on this cruise once. That's a whole other thing. I was doing stand-up on this cruise, and I met these Australians the first night, and then a hurricane came. And the hurricane was so bad, I was asking the crew, like, is this normal? And they were saying, no, I've never seen anything like this. I was becoming airborne in my bed. And I was saying to my new Australian friends, you know, what are we, guys, we're gonna die. And they were like, all right, let's go to the casino then.
Yeah, that's them. They
don't care.
No.
Anything's fine.
Yeah. It's true, because they grow up around poisonous snakes and spiders, and so nothing scares them.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Just step on it.
But it's weird to have somebody do impressions of you, because when you hear it, you're like, well, that's such an exaggeration. I mean, it's funny, but it doesn't sound like me at all. And then, you know, the next day your friends call you up and they're like, did you see Kate on SNL? She sounded exactly like you. And you're like, but she does exaggerate. She always says, I'm Ellen. I'm Ellen. I don't know what that is. I'm Ellen. Like, because I don't even say I'm Ellen. I don't know what...
That feels nice. I'm Ellen.
No. Oh, that's how you say, I'm Ellen. No,
I'm Ellen.
I'm Ellen.
No, I'm Ellen. I got this, Blondie. Step aside.
You're going to do the monologue?
What? That's right, because I'm Ellen, so scoot. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I got to tell you about something that happened last night up at the house. Portia and I got a puppy, and we named it Kid to make it sound like we have a kid. Funnily enough, a kid is also a baby goat, and I love baby goats. I love them. I love baby goats. True story, I once went on a ski vacation with a baby goat.
Okay, well, that's not a true story.
Well, okay. So anyway, I'm up at the house, and all of a sudden, one of the kitty cats.
Why do you say kitty? I don't say kitty cats.
Yes, you do, you little beauty. I'll put together a reel of a few of the times you said it. Do we have that clip? Now, let me tell you all about my kitty cats. After having spent the weekend with my kitty cats. All right, well, enough about my kitty cats. Kitty cats. See?
That was you.
No, you did.
It was you in the same sweater over and over again. Okay, well, it doesn't
You're
count.
catching on quick. Anyway, one of the kitty cats jumps on the bed, right on my head, and then Kid, that's the puppy, not the goat, though I do love baby goats, jumps right on the bed, right on Portia's head, and suddenly the rest of the cats jump up on the bed, and the rest of the dogs, and one of Portia's horses, and there's animals everywhere, and I can't find the remote, and I'm laying there thinking, I'm Ellen.
None of that happened.
Well, it did. I'm Ellen. I'm Ellen.
Yeah, okay, if you're Ellen, do you know what happens next?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm Ellen, and we dance.
Oh, hello, Kate.
Oh, God, it feels good to be back.
You're back to you now.
Oh,
back to
I don't
being
want to
you.
be back to that. I'd like to go around as you.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
So when you do an impression of me, which is weird that we're standing next to each other, because when I
funny,
watch
isn't
it,
it?
but it is very funny. But when you do it, like with Hillary or with me or Justin, is it strange? Do you feel like you have to? Is it more pressure?
It is a lot of pressure because all my impressions come out of absolute love for whoever I'm doing. You most of all, of course.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But it is nerve-wracking because it's kind of like getting caught playing dress up in your mom's closet, and you just want her to you just want to be like, "Mommy, am I pretty? Do I look good in your clothes? Am I doing all right?"
That's what it's like?
That's what it's like, yes.
Wow.
I never did that, but I assume it would be something like that.
And how was Hillary to work with?
Oh, oh my gosh, she was so warm, so gracious, so very funny. We did the sketch just one time, and she hit all the right beats, and she's obviously a very good impressionist, as you saw with her doing an impression of Donald Trump.
So now you're doing this character that you clearly wrote and chose to do, where you're making out with all kinds of people.
Yes.
How is that to make out? You're making out with lots of different people.
Yeah, so remember that. That was fun.
Who was that? Which one?
That was Larry David. We made the heck out. I don't know why I do this. I certainly elect to do it. I write it. I don't know why.
Let's talk about your cat. We were texting back and forth for a while.
My cat?
And we were just texting pictures of our animals. But your cat is cute.
Do you really think so?
I do.
And this from a connoisseur. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
There he is. Nino is his name.
And
he's named after the pizzeria where he was discovered.
So he was just found at a pizzeria, and you brought him home, and he is lucky and happy as
He's
could
lucky
be.
and happy. They wanted him gone from the pizzeria because he kept eating all the crusts. He's 17 pounds. He needs to go on a diet. It's very scary when he leaps across. I told him to copy my face, and so he did that.
God. Copied yours.
He leaps across my body, and it really is like a gazelle because he's that big. It's good. We have a good relationship, even though I have trouble setting limits.
What do you mean setting limits?
Well, I got this new dining room table, and I decided he's not going on the dining room table because he really goes on that coffee table, and that coffee table is just covered in hair. And so I said, no dining room table. And one time I said, get off. And then I started crying, so now he goes on the dining room table because I can't say no. I just love my life. I can't say no.
He's the boss of the house. He's a cute cat.
Yeah, oh my God, look at him. Look at my little boy.
You love your
Hi,
cat.
Mimi.
He's home watching this now.
Is he?
Yes, I told him what time. I gave him the remote.
Y'all really do look alike. Y'all are.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let me ask you about a job you had when you were like a youngster.
Yes.
You were an umpire for a softball team?
Yes.
And what kind of qualifications do you have to have for that?
A body and a face. And to be in the same town as the softball game was going on. I was a really bad umpire. You need to really know the rules of the game. And I thought I knew the rules, and I didn't quite know the rules. And so the parents were really yelling at me a lot. And then I did cry once, and you're not supposed to cry. There is no crying in baseball, especially if you're the umpire making the calls.
Wow. So how long did that last?
I think 2 games. 2 games.
And then I got kicked out.
Wow, that's amazing. And I heard that y'all played Heads Up a lot to pass the time.
Yes, we did. We did in the middle of the night.
Right. So I will play with you now.
Okay.
I will give you it's going to be, because you're great at characters, so it's going to be a character and an accent.
Wow.
And I'm going to have to guess what it is.
Okay.
Just the accent?
Just the accent.
Okay.
Just the accent.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Am I being taped as we're doing?
Yes,
well,
of course.
Being taped on multiple angles. All right, we've got a croc over there, and then if we move into the lake there, we'll see a different
Australia.
croc, bigger croc. Yep. Okay. You have a problem with pancreas. It's very, very bad.
Russian.
Yeah. Okay. Here is your spaghetti, and here is your garlic bread.
Italian?
Yes. Well, it certainly is hot outside, isn't it? Yes. Well, I have, oh, shoot. No, it's like, no, I have to go out on the runway.
German?
Shoot, no. Then I have to go to IKEA to pick up my table.
Running out of
So,
time.
the spaghetti is awful. I will not, I throw this in the garbage. This spaghetti.
French?
Yes.
I'm sick. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Just do that. That's good.
I made it through.
All right.
We both made it
And
through. You
it
did
was
great.
very, very
You were
good.
great,
You were great.
Okay.
But The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah.
We were going to watch the finale together, and then
I know.
you went back.
I know. She and I had a whole talk today, oddly, about it. We disagreed on something.
Kate,
It's okay. You can talk about it. It's okay.
what do you feel?
Can we talk about
Yes.
it? I
Yeah,
don't know.
We can.
It feels like,
You and I could have watched it together.
I know.
But did you know it was going to be a two-parter?
No.
So the problem
No
would
one
have
knew
been
that.
I would have watched the Monday night, and then we would have split
you
by
would have
Tuesday.
missed
Yeah.
No, we would have
an
missed the drama.
atomic explosion.
I know.
Yeah. It was incredible, wasn't it?
She
It was
has a theory
outrageous.
that she thinks it was set up.
It was not set up.
I don't
Becca
think
was
so
on
either.
the show,
Yeah, it
and I
wasn't
talked
set
to her about it. It was not set up.
I spoke to Chris about it, the host. It was not set up.
No.
I revoked my theory.
No, he went there knowing he was going to break up with her and call the producers, so they had cameras ready, but they didn't know what was going to happen.
Oh, the producers didn't know?
The producers knew, but the camera people didn't know, which is why it was a split screen like that the whole time. Wasn't it like a Warhol film? That's what I was like.
So these guys
Yeah.
are there, and they're just, they're
5
going,
minutes of silence.
what's going on?
Right.
Josh, what's going on?
Yes.
And they're following to the bathroom, and they're going, and they're crying for Becca. Josh, how could he do this to her? So it was like that?
Yes, that's
Wow.
a really good show. Is the other side of it is seeing the cameramen respond to what's happening on The Bachelor is a show.
Josh, we should stop this.
It's so unfair. She asked him to leave so many times.
Why is he still here?
And we're still filming her crying. He's just staring at her. All right, we have to take a break. We'll be back. All right, we're back with Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon, and so we're going to play a game that you requested, actually.
Okay. So one Thanksgiving, I was at my Aunt Camille's house, right? And she pulls out this game using these dental things that we play on this show as well, and it was the best. Hi, Aunt Camille, love you. It was the best time I've ever had in my entire life. And
I love it too. So
I've never played
show
it.
her how to put that in her mouth.
The big part goes on the inside. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So squeeze.
And then you're going to give me
squeeze.
a sentence one at a time.
This how?
Good. All right. All right.
I love being back puffers.
You love bean puffers, beanbag puffers.
Close, very close.
Puffing.
Hopping.
Puffing. Puffing.
Hopping.
Okay. Puffing.
Hahing. Coffee.
I started
Feedback.
Hawking.
Coffee.
Why can you Why can you
It sounds like.
What the hell was that? You
Duck.
Popping.
Yes,
All right. One more. You drooled on it. Oh, that was good.
I got drool on it. Oh, God.
I can't.
Fatty hooked. Fatty hooked that thing. Here, you try. I can't do it.
Okay. Fatty
Why are you not drooling?
I keep touching my cheese. Fatty hugged that pig.
Patty.
You act like you're so much better.
Patty.
On North 17th, you have St. Patrick's Day.
Patty.
St. Patrick.
Patty.
Yes.
Patty hooked.
Coke.
That pig. That pig. With the curly tail. Patty hooked.
Patty hugged that pig. Patty hugged
The pig.
There's a sheep
The
and
pig.
a cow and a pig.
Yes.
There's a
Pig.
pig and a cow and a pig.
Patty
Hooked the
hooked
pig.
that pig.
I got it. Yes. All right.
Okay.
I got
Can
it.
we acknowledge that we did it?
Yes. We're very proud of you.
Okay. I just saw someone in the audience staring at you like. Look at her.
Really? I can't
Yeah.
imagine that.
I was gonna pick you up.
I wasn't going to let
But
you.
then I know, and then I thought, well, I'm in heels.
Yeah.
I shouldn't try in front of so many people.
Wow, smart of you. Now, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now,
Oh my gosh.
How old are you?
What a way to spend it.
Yeah.
I'm 36.
You're 36. That's a great age.
I think and hope so.
It really is.
Yes.
Because you get better as you get older to a certain point, and then you just get older, you know? Like, I'm finding that now. I'm like over
What
the
point-
60.
what point
I don't
is
know.
that?
60 feels good, and then when you get over 60, you're like, let's forget the rest of the, you know? And I'm fine, but it's just, that's a really good, the whole 30s is good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Whole
Do
30.
you like birthdays? Or, like, what are you doing to celebrate? I realize I asked you to dinner
this.
tonight, but you have something planned, probably.
Yeah, well, I'm going out with my sister. My sister's in town. She came with me last night to the
Right.
Globes. Gosh, we had fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun.
Yeah, she must. Well, that was your first time at the Globes, too, right?
Yes.
Now, that's quite a time to be your first time there.
I mean, the table that we were at. Well, you're there.
Yeah, I was
You're
there.
You are to me, you know, everything. And then Portia.
Yep.
Everything. And then we had Carol Burnett. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
American legend.
Right.
Everything. And then there was also Beyonce and Jay-Z at the table.
Right.
Which. I mean, they're the king and queen of America.
They are.
They were unbelievably gracious, but my sister and I found out that we were going to be at their table and started panicking and making a list of like, well, what can we say? We live in one-bedroom apartments in New York City. What can we say? We, you know, do you use HelloFresh? Do you, what kind of a milk do you like to drink? You know, and so, but, so my sister went right over and had this balls of steel and just was great. And Beyonce was so nice, and I was just such a. I just pretended I had something on my pants and was sort of like. So I blew it.
But
I blew it.
But you meet so many every week on SNL. There's some huge person hosting and doing sketches with you.
Not Beyonce.
Oh,
We all know that's different.
right.
We all know.
Yeah. I said when I accepted the award, I thanked you, and I said I hate being asked because it's I don't mean to say that because people ask me to do things for them, and I don't want them to think I hate it. I do, but it's a lot of pressure to write something like,
Sure,
you know, to
sure.
Did you, because I felt bad asking you, but I wanted you to be the one to present it to me.
Well, usually if anyone asks me to do anything, I sort of seize up and then try to find a way to say no because I don't leave the house. I think I leave the house less than you.
I think you do too. I think you're right.
But then the moment you texted me, I was like, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you've changed my life. You've changed so many people's lives, not just as a comedian. I mean, you're the greatest comedian of all time, apart from what the life that you've led and the choices that you've made and the bravery that you've shown. And so I just wanted a chance to say to people what that has meant to me and how that's changed my life. And when you got your, remember when you got your Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Obama?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay.
Yes.
That video, whenever I need to have a good cry, I watch that video because that signifies the movement of our culture to me in the most beautiful way. And so you asked me, and I thought, well, I could certainly match the gravitas of our former president. Surely I can do just as good. And then, so I was putting a lot of pressure on myself.
Sure.
And then, it was like a month leading up to it, and I was like, gosh, I gotta write that speech. And instead I cleaned my closets.
Sure.
You have no idea what you did for me in my closet. My closets are I found space that I didn't even know I had. I found rooms in my apartment that I didn't even know were there. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. So when did you write the speech?
On the plane. I thought, well, now I really I'm down to the wire here.
Yeah, that's how I wrote mine 3 days before.
My God.
Because I was the same. I was like, how do you, it's a lot of pressure.
What do you say?
Yeah. We are back with Kate McKinnon. And now, who's taking care of your cat while you're gone? Because you love your cat.
A dear friend of mine takes care of my cat, and it's a good thing because...
Look, there he is.
He's my best friend. He's my son. He came from my body, but we... It's hard with us right now because I don't know if you have this problem with any of your cats. This guy does not sleep through the night. Yeah, that's my little guy. And he, at 5:30 a.m. every morning, I don't know if you have this, he wakes me up by licking my eyes and mouth. And he's kind of trying to make out with me, I think. So he licks my eyes and mouth, and I have to get up. And I feed him, and then I try to shut him out of my bedroom because he's up. And then he scratches and screams for the rest of the night, and I haven't slept in 6 years.
Oh, wow. That's not good. That's not healthy.
Yeah. So I don't know what to do. And his latest little thing is that if I really shut him out, he sometimes will just leave a single turd at the door.
That's impressive.
As if to say, well, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna do this. And let's see where we end up.
Yeah. I wouldn't lock him out anymore if I were you. Mine does not do that. Charlie meows. She just jumps down throughout the night, and when she comes back, she needs to announce her arrival. So just right when she gets into bed, she's meow in my face, so I'm sound asleep, and so she meows. And the reason she meows is because I need to lift the covers up for her to go in to turn around to put her head next to me on the pillow, which is adorable. But I'm like asleep, and I'm just lifting the thing up and just waiting for her to. Anyway, that's what my cat does. We obviously don't have a picture of my cat, just yours. But no, I don't need to see my cat. That's all right. Yeah, they're running.
Oh my goodness!
That's Charlie.
What a gorgeous girl.
She's
girl.
Girl. Yeah. That's Chairman looking like a mountain lion.
Oh my goodness.
She looks enormous there. That is George looking at a bobcat right outside of the window. You can imagine them looking. There's a bobcat outside the window.
Do you think he felt bad about himself that day?
thinking I could be...
For not being a bobcat.
Not being a bobcat. There might have been, I think the bobcat was curious, like, how do you get to live inside? How do I get that gig? All right, we've talked too long. You didn't know what we were going to talk about, and now we've talked way too long, and now...
Oh, my goodness.
Now we have to go to a commercial break.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, okay?
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right. That's a lot. You're doing SNL every week, and then you have time to do a movie.
Well, it was interesting. I had to fly. I flew here to Los Angeles for Monday and Tuesday, and then flew back there on Tuesday night for 4 weeks in a row, or 5 weeks in a row. So I was 10 flights. So I clocked a lot of hours on the plane, and
wow.
You know, when people fart on a plane, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're real close. You're real close with everybody.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, I think.
Yeah. Sounds horrible. Yeah. I'm sorry for you.
That's fine.
Okay. So from all of the travel back and forth, that's what you take away with it. Okay.
Only thing.
It's just the only thing. Is that every flight, or is it just the...
Each flight.
Each flight. No.
Has its own composition.
Yes. All right. Good to know. All right. What's happening?
How do you sit in a velvet suit?
Well, I don't know. You can unbutton it a little bit.
No, I can't.
Oh, that's all you got on?
No, that's all I got.
No,
yeah,
you can't.
It was designed like
then
that.
that's the way you do it, is completely flat out like that.
Yes.
Is exactly right.
Good.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good. Is that
Thank
comfortable?
It's pretty good.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm so happy to
see
see you. You're a fantastic human being for flying all the way out here just to be with me, and I love you.
Well, I got to, got to take a plane.
Yeah. I want to start off by thanking you. Last time I saw you was right before the world completely fell apart. It was 2020.
How do you mean?
Let me count the ways.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2020, and you presented me with the Carol Burnett Award at the Golden Globes, and you were... lovely to do that, so thank you for
special.
that.
That's very special to be able to do that.
Then the world was kind of shut down.
And again, how do you mean?
Well, there is a...
I know.
Well, you just had it, right? Didn't you just have COVID?
I had it.
When?
I mean, haven't we, we all had it.
Well, but you just got it. You made it for about a couple of years.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I had it,
But recently, you made it for a long time without it.
Yeah. It was, it was nasty, and I'm still obviously a little foggy. It was like, I felt like my mind was wrapped in a duvet, and just whatever wanted to come out was just having a little bit of trouble. And I still am sort of there, so forgive.
That's all right.
And we're all doing our best at this moment in time.
Anyone who says that means you're in trouble. Like, if you say we're all doing our best, you're speaking for yourself. Hey, you went to Australia for a long time.
I sure did, yeah.
What were you doing?
I was filming the show Joe and Carol on Peacock.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I never was like, oh, I got to go to Australia. I got to get down there. It was not on my... nothing to knock Australia. It was not on my radar somewhere I really wanted to go, and I loved it. And I loved especially, obviously, the nature and the animals. I became a bird fanatic. I was never one for birds. Bitten by a cockatoo when I was young. I said, no more. None of this. And then I fell in love with these birds. I was living like right across from this pond, and there were these beautiful black birds with this like crimson beak that I found was called a dusky moorhen is the name of it. And I visited them every...
There's one right there.
Yeah, aren't they beautiful?
Yes.
They're fabulous. And I went every day and I visited them. And this one day I was eating a chocolate croissant by the pond, and they came and they took it from me. They took the whole thing and they devoured it. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. They're so, how encourageable. And then I Googled, I was like, wait, aren't chocolate and dogs? So I Googled, and it was like, the tiniest exposure to chocolate will cause a bird to explode instantly. And I was like, my babies! I
my babies. So I called the city of Brisbane, and I was like, I killed my babies. I killed all of the birds in your park. What do I do? And they were like, well, how much chocolate? It depends on the size of the bird and the amount of chocolate that was ingested, how many grams. And I was like, I don't know grams. It was a pan au chocolat, okay? And they ate the whole thing. Anyway, I stood vigil by them all day, and they did not die.
Good.
So sorry to the birds of Brisbane.
But that's good for people to know that birds can't have chocolate.
Don't do it. I know you're tempted because they're so cute.
And you were in Australia for a while, and then what do you do with your kitty cat? Because I know how close. Y'all are in a relationship, like many people. Mm-hmm. You love your cat in a way. Look at that. It looks like you. That looks like.
Thank you.
That looks like how you'd take a picture like that.
Yeah. It's a romance. You know, it ultimately at the very end of it, it is a romance.
Yes.
And I love him so much. I couldn't bring him to Australia, obviously.
No.
But they don't do planes.
No. Much less a day on a plane.
Yeah. And he's amazing. He has so many gifts. He's very gifted. He climbs in the tub when I'm brushing my teeth because he wants me to make drips come out of the faucet and lick them.
Sure.
You know, which is like an incredible gift. His greatest talent is that when he climbs on top of me, like some sort of X-ray machine, he knows where my nipple is and how to put his entire 18-pound weight on my nipple only. I swear to God. Now, some would not call this a gift. I think, wow, you're amazing. You know exactly where to go to hurt me the maximum. Sometimes he uses it as a trampoline of sorts, just leaps on and then off. And that hurts like nothing else.
Yeah.
That really hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
Do yours do that? Or that's just me?
They all died.
Oh, no.
I lost all my cats.
You did?
I did. But that's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
I have heard. I am sorry.
No, I'm good. I miss them like crazy. But they're gone.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We'll take a break.
No one told me. Well, I've been trying to fit my whole foot in my mouth, but I can't. Whoops.
We're back with Kate McKinnon, and so I read this today, and I can't believe that you've been on SNL 10 years. Does it feel like 10 years for you?
God, thanks. It feels like I don't remember a single detail of my life before it, and also nothing has changed. And it's just been the most outrageous journey. I mean, it was the only thing I wanted to do with my life, and I got to do it, and that's the most.
You're fantastic on it. I mean, you do so many different characters. What is the favorite? What's your favorite that you've done?
What are people laughing at? Okay,
all
got
the pictures.
it. Yeah, got it. Ultimately, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but also, and you.
Oh, yes. Well, but you get to do the little dance move when you do her.
Yeah, but I got to dance more as doing you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
That was so flattering, because that's how I didn't know you. But
yeah.
I saw you doing me, and I was flattered by it.
Oh my gosh! So I did it on the show on SNL, and then she called me. Imagine me. I'm from Long Island. This is my idol, and then she calls me on the phone, and I'm like in the hallway at work, and I'm like, yes, Ms. DeGeneres, I'm a fan, and thank you so much. Yes, I hope it's okay that I did that, and well, thank you. And then you invited me on the show, and I was like, oh my God. And then I was so weird, it doesn't get much better than this, folks. That's what you get. But I was so nervous and weird, and that was so amazing that you did, that you called me and invited me, and then everything you've done for me since and before and blah, blah, blah.
You're awesome. You're absolutely hilarious with everything that you do. And I learned also today that that somehow I influenced you to start dancing. You didn't dance before?
I refused to dance. I thought, no, I'm too strange. I can't, they'll laugh. They'll all laugh at me. And then I saw you dancing, and you dance funny and also like cool and like hot and stuff, and like, but it's like also cool and hot, and it's both, and like that really influenced my dancing, like moving forward in my life.
I just think that's amazing that you didn't dance before that. So I'm glad that you're dancing now.
Well, thank you. I mean, you helped with a lot of stuff.
Well, thanks. I know your story when you were telling me how you realized you were gay is hilarious. That you told at the Golden Globes, but. Very funny. It's too long to tell now. Okay. What is because this is your last time here, we're going to play a game in a minute. You're not going anywhere, but what is your favorite memory from this show?
My favorite memory from this show is maybe right now. I wanted to actually, and by way of thanking you, I wanted to read you a letter that I would have written to you when I was 13. Okay.
Wow.
Dear Mrs. DeGeneres, my name is Kate. I'm from Long Island. It's come to my attention that I am gay as hell. No one else is gay for 200,000 miles, so it's nice to know that you exist. I bet if I ever met you, I would act so weird, so I hope I never do. Thank you for being so funny and such an inspiration and making me feel less alone. P.S. My iguana isn't eating. What do I do?